Welcome inside the Hall of Fame. I'm Booker T, six-time world champ, two-time Hall of Famer. Got my man Brad Gilmore here with me. They call him the BOAT. And we about to do the thing up again, man. Do it like it's supposed to be done. Make you suckers bow down. Make all y'all say, Daddy, I don't want that. I had enough. Hey, man, how you feel, Doc?
I'm feeling good, Book. I'm feeling good. The question is, how are you? I mean, back-to-back pay-per-views, SummerSlam, then Payback to the Thunderdome.
I'm going to tell you, I'm tired, man. I ain't going to sit here and lie to you and say, oh, man, I feel great. You know, I mean, right. just the flights now, man, just the going through the airports and whatnot, you know, got to get back in the groove, you know, just not feeling it right now. It's definitely different. And then, you know, getting in a couple of days early and, you know, having, you know, pretty much quarantined for a couple of days. And that right there seemed like it takes a lot out of you. You know, it's just, you know, it's not normal. It's definitely not normal. And the thing is, I don't want it to ever feel like it's normal. I don't ever want that to be the norm. I definitely want and hope and pray that we get back to life, man, because just wearing a mask through the airport, wearing it continuously on the plane, it is a monster, dog. It's definitely not, you know, I don't, like I said, I just don't want this to become the norm. And I know if we can get over it from back in the day, 1918, you know, we went through the same thing. And then when I look at the footage of people back in the day, it's just like today, man, they had the mask on. Right. It's nuts. It seems like, you know, almost, you know, a mirror image of what's going on right now. But they got over it, man. They got over it and they got through it. And they had nowhere near the technology and the science that we have today. So I know it's something that we can get over, man. So I'm just, you know, just wanting to get back to life.
Yeah, I know. I'm right there with you. And again, I've been wearing my Boomer Naturals mask everywhere that we go. And make sure you use that promo code Booker for the 20% off. But you know, I am like you. I wanted to get back to normal, but it just seems like the 2020 man is bound and determined to make sure that we do not enjoy this year. I'm sure you saw the news on Friday. Everybody did about Chadwick Boseman's untimely passing at 43 years of age from colon cancer. The Black Panther. If you don't know, I mean, such a tragic loss. And after that, it was just like, you know, thanks 2020. There you go again, you know, taking somebody who meant so much to so many people, myself included. He was such a talented actor, and for him to be gone so young is just a shame.
Yeah. Not only that, man, but to have suffered in silence.
Yeah.
To have kept it to himself and didn't want to have, you know, get any pity from anyone. He just wanted to for everyone around him to still be happy and just to smile and move forward. A lot of rumors was, you know, swirling about him, you know, losing weight and whatnot. But I tell you, very, very strong dude, man. Very, very strong dude. I hope again, you know, in the face of the Grim Reaper, I hope I'm as strong one day, you know, seriously, man, because it hit me a certain way, you know, because when my wife told me about it, you know, she said, you heard about Chadwick Boseman? And I'm like, hey, heard what? You know what I mean? Because I just watched his latest movie that came out. I think it's called 21 Bridges.
Yeah. Where he's the cop in New York. Right?
Yeah. And it was an awesome movie. I watched it on the plane. And maybe a couple of weeks ago when I first started flying again. And I came home and I told Charmel how much I loved the movie. And of course, I watched Black Panther 42 as well.
Get On Up.
Thurgood Marshall. I watched all of the movies that he's been in, but none of them affected me like this one did. It's crazy, right? And then I was like so off. I was like just so off into, you know, wanting to get off into, you know, what he's doing and the movies that he's going to be playing, the roles that he was going to be, and then boom, all of a sudden like this, bang, you know what I mean? He's gone. And that's when hopefully the eye-opening experience, man, for young people, because 42 is not old. And when you're 20 and you think, man, at 40, you could be gone. most 20-year-olds don't think that way until they see it happen to someone like Chadwick. Unfortunate, of course, but hopefully it'll give people an eye-opening experience to realize life is way too short to be bickering over small stuff and think about your family. And longevity is as long as you possibly can, making every day count, making every day mean something. Every day you wake up, and I say I understand it because I've been behind bars, so every day I wake up, I go outside and I open back door, I go, hello world. Just to, feel that feeling, what I mean? Knowing that I woke up another day. That's more importantly what that's about than anything, knowing that I woke up. Cliff Robinson also passed away, and he didn't get as much media attention, of course. But man, Cliff Robinson, man, he did his deed, man. He did his due back in the day on the court. So, man, like you say, man, 2020 is that year. I think, man, we just want to put this year behind us and hit the reset button. I know my son, he said, man, Dad, I just wish 2020 was over with. And I'm like, he's 10 years old. And he's talking about he wished 2020 was over with. And I understand, man. I understand. But he saw the new Madden 21 come out. That made him happy.
That made him happy.
Hey, Dad, which one we going to get? The deluxe or the regular?
I'm sure he wants the deluxe. Yeah, but it definitely seems just like a year that we're ready to get. I mean, even in the wrestling world, Bullet Bob Armstrong passed away last, I believe it was Friday, maybe, or Thursday.
Yeah, but Bullet lived a fruitful life.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He lived a long time, and when you can, live as long as Bullet Bob did, man, sometimes you get to that point where you're like, man, I'm ready to get the hell up out of here. You know what I'm saying? And Bullet Bob, that's where I really feel like he was, because he could have continued chemotherapy and going through treatments. But about a year ago, Bullet Bob refused any more treatments. And the last post I remember seeing Bullet Bob after he refused the treatments, he was in the gym training, and that's the type of guy Bullet Bob was, man. He was straight up OG, and he went out like, the thing is, too, and I don't know how I would feel, but if I had sons that I had raised and I did my job, and God was, calling me, I don't think it would be so bad to, take off and get the hell up out of here. Because that's what I always ask God. I say, man, God, just please give me enough time to finish my work. And that part of that work is, raising my kids, making sure they get off, properly. That springboard is very, very important. It can be too high. You don't have to jump off the high board, off the back. And just great. Virtual training on Bradley. He's been trying to work out whether I should be on the left or the right. And it's like, man, you're driving, you should be on one side. And I'm like, man, don't worry about that. Bradley, you back?
Yeah, Book. I think that we may have lost you on the stream as well.
Well, the clock's still ticking, on my side. So I don't know if we.
Let's take a quick break here. We'll come back. All right.
Yep.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Booker T, 6-time world champ, 2-time Hall of Famer, and this is for all up-and-coming professional wrestlers, male and female. You want to know the ins and outs, the do's and don'ts. You got a question, I got the answer. If you want to know how, join my masterclass. Go to realityofwrestling.com for all the information. Starting on Thursday and every Thursday after that, guys. Don't miss out. Don't get shut out. And I know you can dig that.
The Academy.
Welcome back inside the Hall of Fame. Are we back?
We're back.
Are we back now?
We are back. We are good. Technical issues worked out there. Sorry for anybody who got a delay on their end, but we figured it out.
People, they're saying all kind of stuff, in the chat line. They think, you know what? We back. We back, guys. And make sure y'all hang out with us, man. Whatever you guys got, And the thing is, we're gonna throw it to you guys today. We're gonna make sure you guys are very, 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 very involved today because we're coming off of the big payback. That's what I like to call it. That's what I would have called it if it was my pay-per-view. The big payback. Not just payback, the big payback, and then, throw a few dollars at James Brown to see if we can get that track, and implement that right there, man, because the big payback, James Brown on a hologram, that right there would have been worth the price.
You're spending all the money.
What? Say what?
You're spending all the money.
Bro, that's worth the price of admission right there. If you say James Brown will be in the house at the big payback, doing a three songs, concert, a hologram. You don't like that?
No. I could dig it. I think there's a little small delay on your internet over there, Book. I'm not exactly sure if Kendrick's doing too much gaming, but it's coming through on the stream.
We ain't got nothing hooked up, man. It's all
okay. It's clear. It's clearing up now. It's clearing up. We're gonna figure this out. What I think we should talk about before we get into the big payback, as you said, we need to talk about the big news. I don't know if you just saw it. It literally was breaking minutes before we started, and that is the news about Brock Lesnar. I think we've lost Booker. Yeah, we have lost Booker T here. I'm sorry about this, guys. We're having some tech issues. Booker's frozen on my screen. I don't know. Tell me in the chat if Booker was frozen on yours as well. I don't know what the issue is today, but we want to talk about Brock Lesnar being gone seemingly from the WWE. I'm trying to see if anybody in the chat will help me out here if we're having this technical issue, because I just see Booker frozen on my screen here. Yeah, Booker's frozen. Okay. I'm gonna have Booker join us back in here in just one moment. Sorry about that. Booker will have to jump back in for the live stream, but we were talking about Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar, who is, WWE World Heavyweight Champion, of course, the former UFC Heavyweight Champion. The news on Brock right now is that he is a free agent. His contract has lapsed in the WWE, and he will no longer seemingly be a part of the action going forward. So what we're going to do, I'm going to try to get Booker here back in just 1 second. We're going to take another quick break, and we'll be back here in the Hall of Fame. Just 1 minute. Let me get Booker back.
Welcome back inside the Hall of Fame, guys. Hopefully we can get this thing right this time, man. I don't know what's going on with the internet because it seems like everything's going crazy right now. I don't know. It's 2020. You know, that's what
We're just talking about it.
blame it on 2020. But you were talking about the news about Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, so they're saying that the news came out, Pro Wrestling Sheet, PW Insider, everyone's reporting that Brock right now is a free agent in terms of his WWE contract. He is no longer under contract. It's lapsed. He's free to do whatever he wants. I don't know. Is this the last that we've seen of Brock inside the WWE? Do you think that that's possible, or is Brock Lesnar continuing to be a phenomenal negotiator? Right? I mean, it seems like every time his contract starts to run out, we hear, hey, Brock's going to come back to the UFC, or, oh, Brock's thinking about doing this. Do you think this is another negotiation tactic, or do we really think this is the end of Brock inside of the squared circle in WWE?
I don't know, man, but I did read before that news was broken. I was reading earlier that they took all of Brock Lesnar's merchandise off the WWE shop zone. And I thought maybe after reading it, they say it might have been a mistake or something like that. And it may be going back up. And then this news right here broke as far as Brock, taking a break away from the rest of the thing. It wouldn't surprise me one bit if Brock said, man, I'm going to take a break and get a Brock is money. He's done stuff in the UFC, and he's some good over there as well. So Brock, pretty much right on the ticket, just wanted to stay at home. So